Modulus A levels paper 3 chapter number 1. So we have been given with the equation y is equals to a modulus x minus 3 modulus plus c. So over here c always represents the y coordinate, and to find out the x coordinate we will put x minus 3 equal to 0 and we will get the x as x is equals to 3. So this is the vertex 3 comma c, because c is always y coordinate, so we will write it as 3 comma c. This is a vertex. Okay, so a is used to determine the shape of the graph. If a is a positive 2, positive 3, positive 4, positive 1, so the graph will be v shape. And if the a is negative, means negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, so it will be a v shape facing downwards. So now we have been provided with the equation y is equals to modulus of x minus 3. So everything inside the modulus will be positive. We will put x is equals to 0, so we will get y is equals to modulus of negative 3. So everything inside the modulus is always positive, so we will get the value of y is equals to 3. To find out the value of the x, we will put x minus 3 is equals to 0 and x will be 3. So we have got two coordinates 0 comma 3 and 3 comma 0. Now we will plot the graph. We have already plotted the graph 0 comma 3 and 3 comma 0. So the modulus sign goes away and the brackets are introduced. Y is equals to x minus 3. We have just removed the modulus sign and replaced it with the brackets. Onto the left side of the modulus graph, it will always be introduced with a negative. The modulus part will be introduced with a negative. It will be multiplied with the negative 1. So you can see negative x minus 3 and brackets. So y is equals to 3 modulus of x minus 2 plus 1. First of all, we will find out the vertex. So to find out the vertex, we will put x minus 2 is equal to 0 and x will be equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. So vertex will be 2 comma 1. This is the point where the graph will turn. This is the point where the sharper side of the graph will be. To find out the y-intercept, we will put x is equals to 0. Y is equals to 3. Putting x is equals to 0. 0 minus 2 plus 1. 6 plus 1. Y will be equal to 7. So 7 will be somewhere here. Now just to make the graph, we will same to the other side. This is how we will plot the graph. This one will be 3x minus 2 plus 1 and this will be negative 3x minus 2 plus 1. Negative is going to be multiplied with this whole. So in modulus chapter, we have got 4 type of questions. 2 for the simple equations where is equal to is present and 2 for the inequalities. For this is a type 1 question where modulus is present onto the one side. So modulus 4x plus 1 will be equal to 2x plus 1. So in this question, we are going to square both sides. When we square both sides, so the modulus sign will be replaced with the brackets. So 4x whole square plus 2, 4x 1 plus 1 square will be equal to 2x square plus 2, 2x 1 plus 1 square. 16x square plus 8x plus 1 will be equal to 4x square plus 4x plus 1. 16x square minus 4x square plus 8x minus 4x plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. 12x square plus 4x is equal to 0. 12x square is equals to negative 4x. X will be equal to 0 and 12x will be equal to negative 4. X will be negative 4 upon 12. X is equals to negative 1 upon 3. So this is the second type where modulus is present onto the both sides. So we will do the same, square both sides, and modulus will be replaced with the bracket. 3x square plus 2, 3x, 2 plus 2 squared will be equal to x square minus 2x and 2 plus 2 whole squared. 9x square plus 2, 3, 6, 6 into 2 is 12, 12x plus 4 is going to be equal to x squared minus 4x plus 4. 8x squared plus 12x plus 4x, 16x, and will be equal to 0. 8x squared will be equal to negative 16x, x will be equal to 0, 8x will be equal to negative 16, x will be negative 1 upon 2. So two values of x will be x is equals to 0 and x is equals to negative 1 upon 2. So for the inequalities, there are two types of questions, modulus on both sides and modulus on the one side. For the modulus on the both sides, this will be done exactly the same as we did before. So 3x whole squared plus 2, 3x, 3 plus 3 squared, 2x squared minus 2, 2x, 1 plus 1 squared. 9x squared plus 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 3 is 18, 18x plus 9, 4x squared minus 4x plus 1. Now take the x squared terms to that side. So 5x squared plus 18x and plus 22x plus 8 is greater than 0. Now I will be using the calculator. So I'm getting x as negative 2 upon 5 and x as negative 4. So now I will sketch the graph, and this equation says us that it is greater than the 0. So we need this area. Label it as negative 4, negative 2 upon 5. So x should be less than negative 4 and x should be greater than negative 2 upon 5. This is the final answer. So this is the second type of the inequality question and the fourth type of the modulus question. So we cannot just square both sides as we did in the first three types. So this is a different type and we have to use a different technique to solve this one. So what we need to do is just equate 2x minus 1 is equals to negative x plus 2. Now find out the value of the x. 2x plus x is equals to 2 plus 1. 3x will be equal to 3, so x will be equal to 1. Now we will take the negative of the modulus, means negative 2x plus 1 will be equal to negative x plus 2. Negative 2x plus x is negative x will be equal to 1. X will be equal to negative 1. So we have got the two values of the x is equals to 1 and x is equals to negative 1. So now we will make a grid, separate it in the three components and label it as x is equals to negative 1, x is equals to 1. Now we have to take the values of x less than negative 1 for this part. X can be taken as negative 2. So 2, negative 2, negative 1, negative 2 plus 2, negative 4, negative 1, and this is going to be 2 plus 2 is 4. So 5, because anything inside the modulus will come out as positive. So 5, 4, this does not satisfy this equation. So now 2, and now we have to take a value in between -1 and 1. We can use x is equals to 0 over here. So 2, 0, minus 1, minus 0 plus 2. So this is coming out to be as 1 is less than 2. So this is correct. So this satisfies this equation. For this, we have to take the value greater than 1. So we can take x is equals to 2. So for this, 2 modulus minus 1 minus 2 plus 2. So it is 4 minus 1 is 3 and it's 0. So this does not satisfy the equation. So for this, we will take x should be greater than the -1 and x should be less than 1. So this is the final answer.